Do you know the story of Valith Titanson and Olessander the Elhart? No? Well, long ago, in a time before all that is remembered and written, there was a darkness that consumed the world. The Eldari were all but destroyed by this dark tide, leaving behind only their ruins and their ghosts. It is said that from this ruin, the Eye of the Gods, the vast sea between continents, was formed. In those days, the Kingdom of Rain was not always our enemy. They were once a great nation that spanned from coast to coast. But after centuries of bloodshed, the gods descended on the world to wage war on the darkness and save us all. Along with his brothers and sisters of the celestial realms, the Titan King, Bolin, took over as King of Rain and ruled it for many centuries. But as we know, he grew paranoid. He grew wrathful and cruel in his mortal form, and in the end, Bolin the god became known as Bolin the Abuser, the Dread Titan. This darkness of his soul was passed down to even his children, and when he died, it was his son Valith that took over what was left of the Kingdom of Rain. Valith was, if possible, even more cruel than his father, and fiercely proud of the might of his kingdom, though fractured it was by the dark tide. In these times, Valith put many innocents to the sword who dare speak up against him. Ultimately, this was his downfall. In the age of Valith the Cruel was born Olessander the Elhart. Olessander was born a noble of a great family and ancient lineage known for the sigil of the wolf. After years of fighting the wars of the king, he longed to live as a simple farmer with the love of his life. His wife Elara bore him many sons and gave him all the love a soldier needed. But in his paranoia, Valith had Olessander's family put to the sword, afraid of the generals of the old wars, and cruelly put Olessander in prison as punishment for turning away from his life of war. Olessander spent many long years locked away, and all the while, a flame burned in his heart. After many years in a rage, he escaped his captivity and lived in the wild alone. He became a ghost, and he trained, and he trained, and he trained. The final moments of his family forever seared into his mind. Rumors grew of a flame amongst the civilians, a kindled hope of a new world free of the god kings. Olessander returned one day like a shadow riding a great elk, bearing the sigil of his family, the White Wolf. He was the first to lead an army of rebels against the demigods, but he would not be the last. A great battle was fought at the gates of the city that he once served, and in the end, Olessander stood victorious on the battlefield and took the mantle of king. The first Wolf King was made. Olessander the Elhart had Valith's armor brought to the battered gates of the city, and as his first act as king, he had them forged into the new gates, a testament to any who would stand against the might of his new free kingdom. The Wolf Gate stands there still to this day. In honor of his love for his fallen family, he named his new empire Elara. It is said that she watches over the line of the wolf to this day. Though Olessander is long dead and many families have sat on the throne, there is no doubt that the lineage of the wolf still permeates throughout the city's ancient history.